everyone, welcome back. I've had this tag on my list for quite some time, and so today I thought I would go ahead and do the beauty scenario tag. So the premise is there's just, a couple of different situations, beauty related. How would you react or answer the questions? So let's just jump right in, shall we? So the first question is, you have to get rid of all of your foundations, and you can only keep one high end and one low end. And so which ones would you choose? And I have quite a few foundations, so I really had to sit down and give this some thought. But I went ahead and my low end foundation, I chose the Revlon Color Stay Whipped foundation. My shade is in Sand Beige. And I chose this because I just love the formula on this foundation. It is just, it goes on so smoothly. It's just so delightful to use because the texture is just gorgeous. And the coverage is good, it lasts long, and it's really affordable. And it comes in a lot of different shades. For my high-end foundation, I chose one that I don't talk about that often. I use it kind of sparingly because it was so expensive. It's the Hourglass Immaculate Liquid Powder Foundation. And it comes in a tube like this. And my color is natural. The reason why I chose this, I remember I had seen it and heard about it, and I thought, oh, I'm going to get a sample. I went to Sephora, I got color matched, I got the sample. The first day I wore it to work, one of the gals that I work with said, "What are you doing different? Your skin looks beautiful." And I thought, oh my gosh, it's this new foundation. And I just thought, I'm sold. It wears like a champ. It's great for my oily to combination skin. I don't think I would recommend this if you are extremely dry. I don't think it'll go on well. I think people either love this or hate it. I am wearing it in today's video, but I just love the way it goes on, and I love the way it wears. I don't get a ton of oily breakthrough, so great coverage. This is one of my favorite high-end foundations. Alright, so question number 2. You go to an interview and the lady who's interviewing you has lipstick on her teeth. Do you tell her? Do you not tell her? What do you do? And I decided, I really gave this a lot of thought. I'm actually, I do a lot of hiring for my company, so I'm usually the lady. I think I would be a little put off if someone said, "Hey, you got lipstick on your teeth." I think that would make me feel uncomfortable, and it would make me question that person a little bit. I would look at them a little bit differently, so I would ignore it. I would just, not say a word and let it go, and she'll find out soon enough, and, that's her problem, that she didn't check her lipstick before she came into the interview, in my opinion. Okay, so question number 3. You're not feeling yourself and you need a pick-me-up. So which lipstick do you put on to make yourself feel more beautiful? And I picked one that I am just so in love with. It's a relatively new purchase for me. It's the Too Faced Melted Fig lipstick, liquid lipstick. I'm wearing it. I just think the color is fabulous. I love this color. I just am so in love with it. I love the way it wears. It's bright but not too bright. It's long wearing. It doesn't, like scream in your face. And it just, like, I put it on and I go, I just love this. Every time I put it on, I think, I just love this. So this was definitely the one I would choose for that scenario. So the next question is, if you could go back in time for a day to your teenage years, how would you do your hair and makeup differently? And I don't think there would be a lot that I would change. I think, for the time that I was a teenager, I wasn't on any real extreme. I was maybe a little bit trendy at some times, a little more conservative at other times. And I didn't wear a ton of makeup growing up. I wore, you know, I certainly wore mascara every day, and I wore blush every day, and probably a little bit of eyeshadow. Probably the one thing that I would go back and tell my teenage self is wear sunscreen. And I know that's such a boring answer, but I definitely would have told myself, don't bake yourself. Wear sunscreen. You know, I come from a period of time where we put baby oil on and covered our album covers in tin foil and sat in the sun with that reflector. Yeah, not cool. So I definitely would have gone the sunscreen route. So, but that's not really makeup. I think if I could tell myself to do something differently, I maybe would have worn a touch of foundation, because that would have offered a layer of protection, and maybe played around with lipstick. I didn't wear lipstick probably until after I was married, and I love lipstick, and I think that could have been something really fun, to be a little bit more adventurous with some lip products. If you're interested in seeing some of my hairstyles from when I was growing up, I did include a video, a little picture montage at the end of my recent hair product video. I'll include a link for that because it's definitely worth watching just for that little montage on the end. So you ask your hairdresser for a shoulder-length Pixie Lott haircut. I don't even know what that really is. But they hear you wrong, and they give you just a pixie haircut. Do you A, smile and say thank you and even call your mom crying hysterically, cry in the chair and things get awkward, or C, complain to the manager and demand a refund? So I generally, if I'm going to change my hairstyle, I'm watching pretty closely to what they're doing as they're doing it. I don't check out, you know, if I'm going for a big length change or a lot of different layer changes. So I think I would, you know, speak up as she's doing it and maybe prevent catastrophe. I'd like to think I would do that. In my younger days, I probably would have said nothing and gone home and then just cried. So I think with age, I would speak up. If for some reason things got out of hand, I would definitely approach the manager and say, hey, you know, this isn't what I asked for. What's up? And I think that's something that age gives you a little more confidence to do that, whereas when you're younger, you don't. So, you know, my various aged selves would have answered this differently in each different time zone. Okay, number 6. Your friend surprises you with a 4-day city break and you have 1 hour to pack. Which do-it-all palette do you pack in your makeup bag? Oh my gosh. This was actually pretty easy for me, and I have a lot of palettes. And I picked my Aqua Lilies palette. This is, you know, just one of my all-time favorite Hall of Fame do-everything palette. It's a full-face palette. I love to travel with this one. It's got such a great assortment of neutrals, but also some fun colors, and, you know, you can do dark or smoky, highlighter, bronzer, cheek. I love it. I just love it. So this would definitely be what I would choose. So number 7 is, your house has been robbed, but don't worry, everyone is safe. But your beauty stash has been raided. What is the one product that you really hope is safe? So when I thought about this, I thought, well, for me, it would be something that was limited edition that I can't get anymore. And, you know, my knee-jerk reaction would have been to say this, because it is one of my all-time favorite palettes. But I thought, no, I'm going to assume that I was away on that trip where I had this packed in my bag, so this was safe. So what else? What would be like my next best favorite thing that I can't get anymore or replace easily? And I chose my Laura Mercier Artist Palette from 2012. And it looks like this. It has some of my favorite shades in it, and I'm wearing this on my eyes today. I have this African Violet on the lid, and then I went in with plum smoke in the crease and vanilla nuts here in the brow bone. This is just an all-time favorite, and you can't get it anymore, so this is the one thing that I would hope would be safe. So the last question is, your friend borrows your makeup and returns it in awful condition, and what do? Do you just pretend you haven't noticed, or ask them to repurchase it, or secretly do the same thing to something of theirs? And I would just pretend I didn't notice. My friendship is way more important than any material thing, especially makeup, and I just wouldn't go there. My relationship with that person would be far too much more important to me. So I'd look the other way and I would just replace it or not or whatever. Yeah, people over things. That's just how I feel. Okay, so that's the end of this tag. It was a pretty short one, but it's one that I really liked some of the situations quite a bit. If there are any tags that you would like me to do in the future, please leave them in the comments below and I will work them in as time permits. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you're new to the channel, just stopping by, I would love it if you'd subscribe. And I will see you real soon. Take care. Bye-bye.